Hello everyone. How are you? I hope that you are doing so well. If you're new here, welcome. My name is Nina or Sinfulpluto. If you are returning, welcome back. Thanks for joining us. It's been a minute, it's been a while. I'm excited to be back. A lot has been going on. I've been thinking about doing a video about it. It might get a little bit personal. I might cry. I don't know. If you're interested in seeing it because you're a sadist, let me know. But yeah, so I'm doing these videos this month. I don't know if it's going to be a continued thing. Hold your horses, okay? But we're doing them today. So Taurus, this is going to apply to your sun, moon, rising, and Venus. So Taurus, sun, moon, rising, Venus. In tropical and sidereal, if you don't know what your placements are or what your sidereal chart is specifically, you can go to astro.com and they will very happily help you there. Let's see. Before I begin, I just want to say this is a general reading, so please take it with a grain of salt. Not everything that I say is set in stone, and it's not going to apply to everyone. Please use your critical thinking, your discernment, and enjoy yourself. Have a good time, okay? And I think that is all that I have to say. So let's just go ahead and get started. Let us see what is in store for my little bulls. All right, so Taurus, what is in store for you, January 2020? What do Tauruses need to know for January 2020? What should they be expecting? What's the energy of the month for Taurus? What is the energy of the month for Taurus? What do they need to know? What should they expect? What is in store for Taurus? Ooh, got a card that flipped over. We have the Sun. Love that here. Leo energy. Love that. A sense of rebirth, perhaps. We have the World reversed. Okay. So, what is this? The World? I believe this is Saturnian energy. I could be wrong, though. We have the Sun, the World reversed, the Three of Cups reversed, the Six of Cups reversed, the Five of Pentacles reversed, and the Four of Pentacles. And then at the bottom of the deck, we have the Seven of Pentacles. So the overall energy is patience and a need for consistency, a need for diligence and determination and growth. Is this who is this person? Oh, okay, never mind. I thought there was someone pulling up to my driveway and anyways, so Taurus. So it seems as though January should be like a pretty fucking good time for you. I mean, we literally have the Sun here. It should be happy. It should be good. It feels like there's a sense of rebirth with this card, or a need for a rebirth. I feel as though you are being encouraged to connect with your inner child. However, Taurus, you're like, nope, not gonna do that. What I mean by that is that we have the World reverse, which is a lack of fulfillment. So maybe some of you, just maybe, aren't entirely accepting or even grateful for this good time that is ahead of you. Maybe you're ignoring it or not acknowledging it, or not even trying, but maybe you are so much more focused on your problems and all of the things that you want to cling on to rather than the really wonderful change that is right in front of you. Am I surprised? No, because Tauruses are the way that they are, and I have a Taurus rising, so like I understand. But the World reversed to me not only talks about a lack of fulfillment, but it also talks about repeated cycles to me. It talks about a lack of closure. It talks about things not really ending the way that they need to, whether it's because you are preventing them from happening or for circumstances otherwise. And then we have the Three of Cups reversed. Maybe there is a lack of closure between you and a friend group. Maybe there is a lack of closure, a lack of understanding, a lack of compassion even between you and other people. It could be that maybe you have fallen back into the cycle of gossip and talking badly behind people's back, being a little bit fake, being a little bit superficial, for whatever reason that is. And especially because of the Six of Cups reversed here, this to me just talks about like reverting back to one's old ways. And it really does feel as though you are literally being offered something really great. I feel that you're being offered the sun, but for whatever reason, it's easier for you to revert back to your old ways. It's easier for you to cling onto this false sense of security, which for some of you could potentially be gossip. It could be, you know, this whole like hierarchy of like fake friends. It could be just overall superficiality, and not really having any sort of like genuine connections or honest, sincere connections, right? It could be easier to be in friend groups that are not really all that emotionally fulfilling in the name of at least being able to say that you have friends. Maybe for you, it's easier to be surrounded by people that perhaps you strongly dislike, but they fill at least temporarily the void that is within you, right? And I've talked about this in the past, and the thing about that is that no matter how much you try to fill the void with physical or temporary pleasures, that void is not going to be filled forever, and it only really pushes you to face the fact of the matter, or to face the thing that you are actually needing to acknowledge, and to realize or acknowledge why that void is even there in the first place, and how you can actually at least for a long time, I don't want to say permanently, but at least for a long lasting time, to fill that void in a way that no one else can do, because things outside of yourself cannot fill this void forever. It's literally yourself. The only person who can do this, the only thing that can do this, that can fill this void, is you and your actions and your thoughts and your behaviors, and the way in which you choose to conduct yourself in life, and the way in which you choose to treat yourself, and the way in which you choose to handle your issues, your perhaps problems or dilemmas in your life, and things of that nature. Oh, Taurus, how I love you. And, you know, I'm on the same boat with you. So for me, just to like, you know, so that it doesn't seem that I'm just like scolding you, because I'm not just trying to like point the finger at you. So for me, I was having a really depressive episode for a bit after I came back from vacation. And I do this thing a lot where I really beat myself up for things that I'm pretty much in control of, and I bring upon this a lot of pain and suffering to myself when literally life is like completely fine. Like, it's almost like I am dependent on this level of stress that I put myself on. I really, life is good, right? And I feel that I can relate to this, because I feel that I'm literally being offered the sun. I am being offered this really great stuff, but it's not, for me, it's not like superficial friendships. Like, I literally only have like one friend and her and I are like good, but it's, to me, I just revert back to my old ways in terms of just like really strong self-deprecation, and just like really beating myself up for the smallest and stupidest things, and, you know, for things that have already like solved themselves, and yet I still find a reason to be upset and to be hard on myself and to put all of this pressure on myself. So that's the way that I am like have been dealing with this. And, you know, with the Six of Cups, this is like just going back to your old ways, you know, not wanting to let go of the past, not wanting to let go of past habits or past beliefs, past perspectives or frames of mind, whatever the case is. And for some of you, in terms of like this whole friend thing that's going on, in terms of this, it could be that maybe at one point the friendship was genuine, or you perceived it as genuine, and so you don't want to let go of these people or this group or this job or this person or this situation, because at one point you did perceive it as genuine, and so you have hope that you have a blind hope that maybe it'll go back to those days. It'll go back to the past. It'll, you know, everything will revive itself, and, you know, the problem will be swept under the rug, and you don't have to walk away from these people. You don't have to walk away from a situation that you have grown comfortable with, which means less work for you, right? It means not having to build a new nest, right? And you are so comfortable in your nest, and you like to be there. You don't like to move. I mean, you're Taurus, you're a bull. Your symbol is the bull, your animal is the bull, right? What do bulls like to do? They don't like to move. They are very slow to anger, or they are slow to move, because why do they need to if they're comfortable, right? I get it. But comfortability does not always work in our favor. Comfortability does not always mean happiness. It does not always mean contentedness. It doesn't mean that we'll always be content. Comfortability is just being comfortable. It's just the familiar. That's all that it is. And so you might even know this, right? The problem, like, you see the solutions to the problem. You see it, right? Your eyes are wide open, and help could potentially even be offered to you, right? But the Four of Pentacles here is telling me that you don't want to let go. I get it. It's easier to remain in the comfortable. And I feel like we always have this conversation, Taurus, where it's the same thing all over again, of like having to let go of the complacency and having to let go of the comfortability, and realizing that we gotta move. Like, we can't always be in that same nest, because what if that nest catches on fire? What if that nest is blown away? What are you gonna do now? Stay at the place that you're in right now for the sake of, for like memory's sake, like, oh, like, well, that nest was there in the past, so maybe it'll come back in the future. No. Do you not realize like how that doesn't make sense? Like, you find a new nest, you change, you meet new people, you make new connections, you do different things. It doesn't make sense to like stay in this one place that is like literally now not even livable at this point. You know what I mean? So if you're dealing with like superficial people, or like you're dealing with some sort of habit that is just like not emotionally fulfilling, then what are you going to do about it? What are you going to do? Are you going to remain in this? Are you going to remain in that same place? Because at the end of the day, it's your choice what you ultimately end up doing. And I'm not saying that this is like an easy thing for you to do, especially as someone who, you know, you value comfortability. I get that. Like, you have no idea. Like, I understand. I literally have a Taurus rising. I have a Cancer stellium. I am all about comfortability. But I also realize that I can't be moping around for the rest of my life. I can't be not doing shit for the rest of my life. Like, I have things to do. And this doesn't mean that you're not allowed to feel your emotions. Feel your emotions. Do whatever it is that you need to do to feel everything out, and to like feel nostalgic. Maybe there was a time when these people or the situation was fulfilling, but that is not that time anymore. And we have to realize that we cannot bring the past back to life. We can value those memories, and we can look back at them, and we can feel that nostalgia, but we cannot let that nostalgia hold us back. And with the Three of Cups reversed, this to me, it just feels like it's the same old thing. The Three of Cups reversed to me is like you're at the party, but you're just sitting, like, rather than enjoying it anymore, you're just like tired of the routine. You're tired of this routine of going out and you know, like going out with the same people and doing the same old thing every single weekend of like party until you're blackout drunk. Whatever the case. And this is just an example. But We get tired of that. You get tired of that, and that's okay to be bored with it, to be tired of it, to want something different. That's okay. And you are literally being offered something different. You are literally being offered the sun. You are literally being offered this. And it's up to you whether you decide to move forward with that and to embrace that, to allow yourself to literally bask under the light of the sun, under the warmth of the sun. It's up to you. If you're tired of the same old routine, if you're tired of the routine of going to this party that really isn't emotionally fulfilling, if you're tired of hanging around the same people who are stunted in their growth, if you want something more for yourself, you have to go out of your way to do it, because it's not going to fall in your lap. And again, I understand. It's so much easier said than done. And I am not trying to push you to do everything at once. Take baby steps, dude. Take baby steps in however that may apply to you. Maybe for you, if this is like a friend situation, maybe it means creating a little bit of distance. Maybe it means not going out with them every single weekend. Take some time for yourself. Find something that you enjoy. Fill your space with things that make you emotionally fulfilled. Again, you don't have to do it. You don't have to go full steam ahead, right? I know that you like to take your time. So take your time, but at least get the ball rolling, okay? That's what the Seven of Pentacles is, right? It's slow, it's consistent. A plant doesn't grow overnight. I don't expect you to grow overnight. That would be unrealistic and unfair of me. But I do expect you to at least get the ball rolling, to plant the seeds for something new, to plant the seeds for new life, for a new chapter. And to be consistent with that, and to be patient with yourself, and to be gentle with yourself, and not be so hard whenever you find yourself wanting to go back. It's okay if you want to go back, but realize that, or even ask yourself, at what cost do you want to go back? Is sacrificing your emotional fulfillment really worth the comfortability and the familiarity and the nostalgia? Is it really worth it? And are you willing to sacrifice that for yourself? You know what I mean? And then we have the Eight of Cups, right? So the Seven of Pentacles and the Eight of Cups, right? It's consistent. It is slow progress, and that's okay. Slow progress is fine. It's still progress nonetheless. But taking the steps to move forward and to walk away and to kind of go towards a new dawn, so to speak. I don't think that makes sense, but it's what came out. And we have the Three of Pentacles reversed, which to me is you need to be alone. The Three of Cups reversed, this to me is three is a crowd, and how it's interesting because we have the Three of Cups reversed and the Three of Pentacles reversed. So this to me just yells, three is a crowd. You need to be on your own. You need to be walking away. You might need to be a little bit kind of solitary for a bit, and that's fine. You don't have to be surrounded by people, right? It's the quality of your environment, not the quantity of who is around you, right? And maybe you need to have quality time with yourself and get to know yourself and not use other people as a means to drown out what you are feeling inside. This is similar to, what is this similar to? This is similar to Scorpio, your opposite sign, your sister sign. It's similar to you in the sense that Scorpio also needs to be independent. Scorpio also needs to be on their own and doing their own thing. And I think that the Five of Pentacles, did I get the Five of Pentacles for Scorpio? I might have. I don't remember. But nonetheless, both you and Scorpio definitely need to work on walking away from situations or people or jobs or whatever it is that literally are not fulfilling for you. Again, easier said than done. I get it. Baby steps, okay? Don't do anything impulsive or reckless. But baby steps and planting seeds and growing over time. You know what I mean? You're being offered that. So it's up to you whether you want to do that or not. Do you know what I mean? Independence is definitely required of you, right? So if there's any sort of codependent issues, that might need to be addressed. Okay? All right. So Taurus, I love you. I hope that this resonates or was helpful in some sort of way. Let me know in the comments down below any sort of feedback that you would like to share with me. Let's see, if you liked the video, if you enjoyed it, give it a thumbs up. Share with your friends, family, loved ones. Subscribe. Hit the bell notification to know when I upload my videos. And if you want to book a personal reading with me, you can do so at sinfulpluto.com. The link will be down below. I have a bunch of new services. It's really exciting. I have a month ahead and a week ahead reading and other stuff as well. So check it out if you want to. And if you want to find me on social media, you can do so on Twitter and Instagram at Sinfulpluto. All right. And let's see. I think that's it, darling. I love you. I'll talk to you later. Bye.